Let's now speak to a global security analyst who is also a military veteran and an anti-terrorism specialist, Dickson. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 7. So, having been in the military yourself and following the number of military takeovers that the continent has witnessed in the past 3 years, how do you react to the agitation for military intervention post-election in Nigeria?
Thank you very much. Immediately your question dropped in. The first thing that came to my mind was a passage in the Bible that says, forgive them, O Lord, for they know not what they are doing. I would say that I think these people really don't know what they're doing. I joined the military during the time of military regime when General Abacha was still the head of state. And we all understand as soldiers that military regime does not even benefit the soldiers, not to talk about officers and men. For me, I would just think, I think they are treading on the path of terrorism because this action is going to instill fear. And it's going to be a national threat as well. Because when we talk about threat, we are going to look at the motive and the ability. Oh, yes, they are moving around with placards trying to call in for an interim government. That is their motive. But do they have the ability to do that? I tell you, they don't have the ability. But their action can lead to a state of insurrection. And I think I'm very, very impressed by the spokesperson of the Nigerian military defense headquarters, Major General Musa. Musa have said it all because the military are supposed to uphold the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This game that has just been played, let's look at it as a football match. INEC here is a referee. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu is one of the players. Then the other players from other political parties, they play the game, and the referee of this match said the winner is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and they gave him the trophy. The only person that has the capability to take up that trophy now is the court. And I understand that these guys, they are in court. So if you are in court, why trying to also apply human measure to create fear and panic in the Nigerian space? So I think the military should respond with speed and momentum, and anyone calling for this interim government, I think they don't know what they're talking about, because if they push so hard and anything go wrong with Nigeria, first of all, I would advise that each and every one of them should be drawn to the battlefield to go and fight the war they are craving for.
So you must have heard,
the military have said what they...
Indeed. You must have heard the DSS saying that they have intel on some individuals, and some lawmakers are saying, why not go after them and arrest them? How would you advise that the security operatives, address this matter moving forward?
That's a very fantastic question. You see, when it comes to intelligence, intelligence simply means something new. And the DSS, I will also advise them to abide by the doctrine of intelligence. Intelligence has a doctrine, and one of the doctrines of intelligence is that don't let out what you have at hand. They need to come and tell us that, hey, they've carried out a sting operation and XYZ a number of people have been arrested and they're going to be tried. So you coming to tell us that there are people that are going to cause mayhem is like raising an alarm. So the DSS are not, it's not an alarm-raising agency. They are driven by intelligence. So any agency that is driven by intelligence must abide by the doctrine of intelligence. And the first doctrine of intelligence is intelligence management. Intelligence management in the sense that you don't give out what you have. You keep it, work with it. So what the DSS should be looking at presently is to carry out a sting operation. Because let me tell you for free, these people that are calling for interim government indirectly are calling for war, indirectly are calling for insurrection. So the DSS, what they should be doing right now is for them to carry out this sting operation, pick them one by one. Whoever is involved should be picked. Because I have a brother in the army, I have friends in the army. If anything goes wrong in the military, these guys that are making noise up and down, they will not be in the battlefield. The soldier will pay the supreme price. The police officers are going to pay the supreme price. So every conflict entrepreneur, because I term them as conflict entrepreneur, because what they are doing, they are distributing crisis. So the DSS should go after them, pick them one by one, and let them face the law of the land.
Global security analyst Dickson, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us on the news tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Let's turn